Yep. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, Twist Johnson. So grab your substance and your wine, or stay sober-minded, if you will. And with that being said, let's start the show. But you feeling my vibe? Like, share, and subscribe. You can catch me on all platforms down at the description below. But before we get into this, man, with me, we got the current events that nobody asked for. So, Groupon.com says Groupon has 50% off groups and date night cooking classes, sponsored by various culinary gourmet chefs. So many to choose from: pastries, wine and dine, cuisines, and pastas. So go on Groupon, select your state or your city, and you can head on down to a cooking class near you. Who doesn't like food? Speaking of cooking, today we got my boy. Yeah, we in my backyard today. So say who you are, where you from, and a little bit about yourself.
Harlem Suge, the name speaks for itself. You know where I'm from. Basically, we here for the cooking today. We here about the chefing today. You know what I mean? That's what we get into. We can talk about that, how I got into it, how far I planned on taking this, things like that. That's what I am now. I'm chefing now. Chefing
All
with
right.
at me on the gram.
All right. There you have it. We got my boy Suge, Chef Suge in the building. Before we touch more into it, we got the pour out and pour up. So, who you want to pour out for? Who you want to pour up for?
Well, I ain't gonna really be too specific with it. For my guys that's not here, my family that ain't here, I'm gonna pour out for y'all. We gonna pour up for everybody that is here and going up. So
Mm-hmm. Salute. So this is a pour out and a pour up. So, pour out and pour up for the people that's not here, for the people that is here. Sure. We go back. But
way back.
yeah. Um tell me, because this is something that I am new to. You cook. What got you into cooking? How long you been doing this?
I always been into cooking. Like since I was a kid, I've been into cooking. That's been my thing. But I didn't start thinking of making it a business. I say like 2013, 2014. I got it. Now I mean, I got into it. Started, having like our events, doing cookouts, and the people rocking with my food. So like I decided to make some of it. I
All
decided,
right.
like put all my energy and my effort into that.
I've seen some of the dishes on your social media pages. For
Right.
us who follow you yet, can you tell us some of your specialties?
Seafood is always going to be like, now I'm always going to go there. That's one of my specialties. I love seafood. Salmon, shrimp, when grilling, that's my thing. Like, I love grilling. Like some grilled shrimp, some grilled salmon, grilled lobster tails. You can't get better than that. So
Not
that's,
at all.
I like playing with the seafood. So, like you can make like the different sauces with it or different type of pastas. Like, you could just get busy with it. And that's that's my thing. Who don't love
Hmm. Who doesn't love seafood? There's some people that don't, but oh well.
seafood?
Pastas.
No, and I feel bad for them.
I feel bad for them too. I'm sorry, unfortunately, for you guys who are allergic to shellfish or fish, but hey, how about some pastas?
That's my thing. Come on, man. That's my thing. I get busy. You see, my thing is I don't limit myself to where I'm from. I don't just make soul food. I try to incorporate other cultures. I like learning. I like learning different ways of cooking, following different recipes. Like I could get busy with some Italian food, bro. Like at the best
Yeah,
spaghetti in the world. Who would have knew?
right.
That's
Absolutely. What type of venues do you have for people who are interested in trying out your food?
all right. The way I do it is it's multiple venues. I have different kind of events that I set up. The food is just be like a bonus thing. So like we'll have like a speed dating event. Then like of course people want some food, or we'll have like a game night, something like that. So it's different venues, different events. I'm just always responsible for the food. And it's not just me. I'm not going to just say that. Like I got my guys that do this with me. They have their own thing going, but we all come together and we all do this.
Yes.
Like I have my situation, my station set up, and one of my guys that have their own thing set up, and I mean like we'll offer a variety.
Mm-hmm. So, like, as far as like pop ups and like venues, what if someone wanted to inquire about a date night, maybe hire you as a personal chef? How would they go about that?
Holler at me on Instagram. If I'm available, I'm there. We can. If I'm not available that day, we can definitely set it up for another time.
I love that. So people who are not in the tri-state metropolitan area of New York, how could they inquire about your services? How can they have access to you?
Virtual cooking class going. I'll be coming straight to your kitchen.
Straight to the kitchen. Okay, so good question, $1 million question. What would these date night services cost?
Well, that depends on you. I'm definitely reasonable. That depends on the kind of experience you want. So like it would definitely be levels to it. It depends on how many people would the dinner be for, and the kind of experience you want. Like if it's just like you and your lady, if you want like something like real romantic, like it would be themed towards that. You and your lady just ain't feel like cooking. You wanted somebody to pull up. It'd be a little less expensive than if we was making this a thing like that. It just
Right.
on the kind of it depends on the kind of package you want. Pause. No diddy.
No, no diddy. If you are in the New York area, do you do traveling or do people who specifically have to come to Harlem? How does that work?
Absolutely travel. Absolutely.
Mhm.
All five
Okay.
tri-state area. Absolutely.
What about ingredients? Anything that they need to come up with this date night for the chef? Do you get all the ingredients? Do you go
Oh,
do the
yeah,
shopping? No.
that would definitely. I definitely provide all of that. I do require a deposit, but I come with everything. You don't have to do nothing but sit back and enjoy the show.
Love that. What's in the future for it? Is there any food trucks? Are there any restaurants in the making?
Absolutely, that's what I'm looking into. The food truck is coming soon. Just some little discrepancies with the whole licensing and all of that, getting that together. That'd be up and coming soon. From the food truck, I want to open up the first restaurant. After I get the food truck situated, that's what I want to do next.
Mm. Entrepreneurship in New York City. Aha.
Running it.
Um, exactly. Being a kid from Harlem and knowing how to cook, that's something positive, something that the young youth could look forward to. For a lot of people don't know us, we come from the poor, well, let's just say less fortunate poverty spectrum. What can you say to youth out there who are looking forward to want to do the culinary arts?
Just keep getting better, keep practicing. Don't be scared to try something new. Don't limit yourself to nothing. Go get it. Like yeah, you could definitely make it happen. You could definitely make it happen. Just be motivated, stick to it,
Absolutely.
have a plan.
Um, there's a saying that food is the root to the soul. For mental health, let's wrap that in there. Food ties into mental health. What do you think about when you hear that? How does food tie into mental health? I know like a good meal makes you get the itis, makes you feel good. What do you think? Like how does food tie into the mental health spectrum?
Well, it does in more ways than one. So it's a few ways to answer that. I say a good meal is gonna put anybody in a good mood, put anybody in good spirits. You know. Um, I like for my food to be as organic as it can be here because like we have these people putting a lot of things in our food that's affecting with people mentally. So I really try to stay away from that. I try to stay away from the salts when I season my food because I know like that has like its own effects on the body. I want
Mm,
people good when they eat my food. I don't want you to catch the itis when you eat my food. I want you to feel energetic when you eat my food. Like I want it to give you life, not put you down. Now, if
yes.
you overeat anything, of course, it's going to make you tired. But I don't want my food to put you to sleep. I want my food to have you, like up and ready, feeling good, feeling
Mm,
mo. So I just try to, stick to natural ingredients, natural methods of cooking. You know,
mhm.
I'm really not big on the air fryer like that. It's cool, it's convenient, but I'm really just not. I stick to the old school methods. I stick
Okay. How about people who are in fitness? Do you have meals for them? Maybe it's vegan.
as a vegan, so that got me into making vegan meals. I learned how to make all type of different vegan meals, like with the impossible burgers. Like I'll make that from scratch now. Like getting busy with that.
Right.
Making some chickenless nuggets. That's what I call them. The she chicken.
Hmm.
nuggets. They're not. They chickenless nuggets. Ain't no chicken in there, but it tastes good and it tastes just like chicken. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's a few things I'm into. I get with the get busy with the cauliflower, frying the cauliflower and all of that, mixing pasta and all that.
Ah, let's go to different areas about it. I mean, we got American food. You do you dip and dab in other cultures? Spanish food,
I love
Jamaican,
Spanish food,
Asian.
West Indian food, absolutely. Italian food, absolutely. Mexican, I was a Mexican yesterday for a little bit.
Okay.
Quesadillas and all that.
So let me ask, like, before we close it in, I know we got some stuff. What do you do in your leisure time when you're not cooking?
Well, outside of that, it's full time dad. Going to be a dad, always got to get, you know what I mean, got to get the youngins right. I do
Mm-hmm.
activity as well, I got that going on.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's either working and taking care of the kids. That's about it. I got a couple of things going on now where I'm trying to reach out and do more things like with the community. So like my homeboy, he got this boxing class that he teach. I started going over there kicking it with him like 2 3 times out the week, just so like I could be over there kicking with the kids, be somebody for them to have a different type of ear for them to talk to, and
Mm-hmm.
I could relate to them in a different type of way. But
Right.
like in the I can understand where they're coming from with their problems, with their issues, and they know they're not going to hear no bullshit from me. I'm not just going to sit, like, I'm not here to chastise nobody or nothing like that. I just talk to them in a way I know they can understand and do my best to keep them from making the mistakes that I made, you know?
Right. Absolutely, because I know you more close and up and personal, and the things that we grew up facing, they didn't have a lot of services or anything to help us.
Right.
You had elders that would check us, you had OGs out there that would say certain things, but growing up where we grew up, there's a limit to people out there that's trying to reach out and be liaisons. I know your story more in depth, but we're not here to shine light on that. We're here to shine light on what it is to be an entrepreneur, start a business. So let me wrap into this in so many words than not, is saying, cooking, being culinary, how does that make you escape the poverty or the things that you face inside of your communities? Like, is that an escape for you?
Um, I wouldn't say escape, but it was definitely uh, a
Mm,
replacement. Like you said, like we really wasn't gonna get into the past, but like from what I was into with, like hustling and all of that, going back and forth to jail or whatever, I put that energy I had into doing that into doing this. And it worked out for me. All
mm,
the energy that I put into doing the wrong thing, I put into doing the right thing. And I've been out of trouble since and it's been working for me. I've been able to do a lot better for myself and for others. With
amen.
So yeah, like it's definitely like I wouldn't say I escaped. It was just like I just had to change my way of thinking.
Hmm.
I'm still in
Yep.
the place. I still have the same ambition. I'm just not making the same mistakes.
Hmm. That part right there is, it's not, you don't have to change your environment, you don't even have to change what you're doing, you just have to change the thought process, you have to change the mindset. We know that, we've always spoken on this stuff. Going into what's in store later, we talked about you opening your business, opening the restaurant. How about as far as like taking it to another coast or so? Are you talking to other like donors or non for profits who maybe wanting to invest, help you expand outside of New York?
Well, honestly, I've been doing that locally. I haven't been doing that like for outside of New York. I did have the idea because I was considering Georgia because I was living down there for a while and like I like the environment down there. It's cool. Like I got a few connections down there. I like the lay of the land down there. So
Hmm.
I'm always open to that, but I haven't really put any effort into that yet.
It's okay.
I definitely have to do it. That's definitely a step up there. That's definitely on the way too.
That's what's up. Do you have anything that's up and coming right now? Any events that anybody could check out that's in New York or thinking about visiting in the near future?
Yeah, so I got a game night coming up in about this Saturday, but the following Saturday. It's not even a game night, it's a space tournament. With this space tournament, it's gonna be 40 teams, $50 a team. I have the food, I have the drinks. Come out, enjoy yourself. We'll have the location and we'll have the day and all of that set up.
Was there any admissions to this event?
It's $50 for the team. That's it, and I mean you good.
Okay. Is it kid friendly or like is it just
Nah,
it's an
definitely,
adult 25 and up?
definitely an adult thing. This is definitely an adult thing. Please leave your kids home. They will not be allowed in. They will not be allowed. This is not.
Not a problem. So there you have it. I mean, before we wrap it up, is there any like positive affirmations you want to give out to anybody who's thinking about starting a business, thinking about starting cooking? I know you spoke to the youth. Let's talk to
Go
everybody.
for it. Don't let nothing hold you back. The only thing that could get in your way is you. You got to get out your own way and go for it. Make it happen. Ain't nobody gonna pay you like you gonna pay yourself.
Amen.
It can happen. Don't go like find something you don't mind doing. Find something you good at doing. You could do, and make it happen. Push yourself.
Amen. What is the name of your business?
Grill 200.
Grill 200. And how did you come up with that name?
Well, because like I said, grilling. That's really like that's my thing. Like I love grilling. 200. It's just that symbolizes where I grew up at. That's where I'm from. I'm from 200.
Okay.
So some sentimental value with me.
There you go. There you go. Well, it was a pleasure to have you, Suge.
Of
Everyone
course.
out there who's going to be viewing this, they're going to love this. If you in the New York area, tri-state, Harlem, be exact, Ace Dub, you could go and you could catch this. Go definitely check out that venue that's going to be happening this next Saturday. Leave the kids, like you said. On top of that, you heard him. He travels. If you're not even in the tri-state, you could get on the social media. You can get on the virtual way, and he can help you chef it up right in your kitchen. So that concludes another episode of Let's Talk About It. Don't forget that you could tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, and any platform that supports podcasts. With that being said, I'll miss y'all. Peace.